Hi John, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Just some recap on our lesson yesterday. So the swing here on the left, we're just going to go through a couple of bits. We can see here as the club's going back, one, there's a bit of lack of wrist hinge. Now when you do start to set the club, we can see if we draw a line through the shaft, it's pointing above the ball. So one, it's not hinging early enough, and two, it's a little bit too late set. Secondly, we can see here as we're swinging back, this right elbow of yours, it's just climbing up too high. We can see there, I mean, there's a big gap underneath the arm there. And second of all, your hands for me are a little bit too deep. And what that's doing is when you start down, because you haven't got any wrist hinge, it means you're just releasing the club a little bit too early. So we're getting slightly inconsistent strikes, and we get the odd one that just sneaks out to the left slightly. The rest of it's not too bad. I mean, the footwork was good for impact, quite like the turn, quite nice. But if we just have a look at this halfway back, there we are there, compared to your new swing. Two things we can see here, I've put a head cover under your armpit, that's important. Hopefully at this halfway stage, there we go, we can see the shaft is hinging a little bit steeper. Try and draw a good line. That's about as good as I can get. So it's still above the ball, but it's not as flat as above the ball, as we can see there in that yellow line. There we go. Okay, so it's a lot better. Because the head cover's under the arm, John, we can see here the hands are a little bit more in front. Now just look how much tighter that right elbow is to the top of your swing. There's no gap there. Also, we can see the shaft of the club is in a better position. It's a bit longer, and also this left arm is a little bit more across the chest as opposed to straight up the chest. So just in a much more dynamic position there, a lot more athletic. And then when you start down, you can really turn hard into it. Club's coming beautifully from the inside. Turn over it, really, really good swing. So just work on the two things for me. One is the head cover under the arm. Two, it's just trying to set that club a little bit earlier. At this stage here, I'd love to see it setting at that angle, so a little bit earlier and steeper. Okay, and then thirdly, we worked on trying to take a divot after the ball. Now, as soon as you did that, we started to get the club swinging a little bit across, so we need to be careful with that, John. And I'll let you play with that by ear. But you could see when we did some chipping as well straight after, it really would go in tandem with the chipping. We've got to get these divot patterns just past the ball. But otherwise, head cover under the arm, break the wrist a little bit earlier, and we should have some great success. And I'm hoping the new settings on the woods will make a big difference. Thank you.